Challenger.
Yes, it's the return of the main, isn't it? How's everyone doing today? My name's Corsa7. Today we're doing some more Road to S rank randomize. For today's poll, we actually pulled Lucario, and I did actually post it on Twitter. We actually had Pikachu versus Lucario, and it actually won by 1 vote. No, literally, it was just 1 vote. Actually, to be honest, I don't care if I had only 1 vote or even 5 votes. I just needed to figure out who I was going to use this week. Today, mostly, I was going to end up posting a video on how to be able to use Lucario in a competitive aspect, but I had to be able to know how to develop a good script on that, because even though most people say we don't need a script, I need something to focus my mind on, like, certain topics. So that's going to be hold off until after this video, possibly, for anybody who wants to know how I use my Lucario.
You're starting to get the hang of this, eh?
So without that, let's actually just focus on the match with a B3 Machamp. No, thank you. Keep your hands to yourself.
Your opponent uses a grab attack them. Time to recalibrate your attacks from field phase.
Instead of trying to go for a grab. Actually, that was, to be honest, that was a good move.
Lock up now.
Man, what was my 6Y there? That's good aggression right there.
Now's your chance to use it. Better play it safe.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use my burst. Don't really have much of a choice here. To be honest, that was actually some good movements he was doing. He was catching me off guard way too many times for comfort.
All right, keep that up for the next.
And Machamp's are supposed to be very easy, or to my perspective, they're still hard to my perspective, because once they close the distance, I'm not that really good at how to deal with one if they corner me and I don't have how to react to one. Like here. My initial intention against a Machamp is to not have him close the distance or put me in a bad spot. Not to mention also, I'm still trying to get used to that counterattack, its anti-air properties. To be honest, I like this Mimikyu setup I have with my Lucario, because it actually helps any given moment I don't have my burst and my opponent has it. Jeez! He just went Randy Orton on me. Nice prediction. Yeah. That was good. That was really good, actually. But that's actually be my big disadvantage. Why? Because I just can't get stuck in a corner against a Machamp. To be honest, I would take a Garchomp any day than a Machamp, because I just don't know how to deal with that matchup. Oh, jeez. Why'd you cancel that? I was completely vulnerable to that. I guess he thought I was going to react to it somehow.
You forget? You can call in some support.
I'm just going to play a game of, take you for a ride around the ring.
Your synergy gauge is already full. All right, let's keep it. You don't want to.
Just trying to focus, because this is just much more menacing when I face one of these.
Nice. You got the hang of the attack.
There we go. I'm not taking the risk of going for anything right now. Except for my back fly. My turn.
Now with your burst activated, lay the pressure on him.
Good matches. Good match, Serene Suicune. To be honest, if I had to see what been the problem with him, is that he was playing he was playing the necessary amount of aggression of a Machamp he needs to be, but he needs to learn how to show just a tad of aggression.
That's the good work.
Because I was kind of playing a little bit into his hands, just a little bit, but then after a while I adapt to him and start adjusting my fighting style to compensate. But overall, good match. Is there anyone on right now this late at night?
All right then.
When I'm recording these, I always record like somewhere late at night. Because that's mostly my peak times where I always do hobbies and everything, so I'm more focused on classes or school. Being a medical major can just put a lot of load on, basically a lot on
Your opponent can't handle.
that you need to take care of. I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit to our next opponent. Okay, never mind. I thought I needed a cut, but I'm just gonna cut anyway to this match. You're facing a Charizard.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle?
Usually for this situation, I always run Mega Rayquaza for anything against a Charizard. Just because of their glide.
Wonder what your opponent
Knocks them right out of the sky, even though it kind of cuts out of my synergy. Whoa, jeez. A little bit of a lag spike, but we'll compensate. Ow. This is not where I want to be right about now, and I just messed up my combo.
This is just
And my grab.
keep cool. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. I don't think you can take any. Let's keep our block on now.
No seismic tossing.
Recalibrate your synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance to use burst.
Green speed again.
The next round is where it counts. All right, keep that up for the next battle.
I'm still sticking with Mega Rayquaza just in case. I don't know if that guy knows how to glide or not, or how to stay in gliding stance as Charizard at all, but it's better that way. And I just took that range attack like a champ. No thank you, get down here. Even though I'm only allowed to use that only once, I should have saved that for his burst. But to be honest, it's better that way, because if I use my burst form and use Mega Rayquaza, that's going to cut my burst attack completely in half. Or just most of my burst energy if I was in that form.
Be careful. Oh, looks like some
That's punishable.
synergy gauge is full. Ooh. Time is really ticking away. I don't think you can take any.
Oh geez, this is going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to have to use my burst. I'm surprised he didn't try to use his burst to compensate. I guess he thought he can be able to handle me at that stage. I don't know. Maybe a misplay. But overall, that was a good match. And like I said, people do make bad decisions. To be honest, from my perspective, my opponents tried to close out the match by going into burst form. I'm going to compensate. If I have my burst already, I'll use burst.
Even just watching.
Because it's better not to try to keep it for the next round if your character has a decent synergy recovery rate. But unless you have a character that has a very low recovery rate, then I would understand that completely, because it'll take you forever just to get synergy burst again. Unless you're running special. I'm telling you. Before I actually started recording, when I actually got my A5 back and started working a little further, there's not that many people that I actually fought that were in my rank. I mean, actually before I recorded. I faced like a lot of people that were in my rank, but now here, I guess just maybe because it's a little bit late. And maybe people might have checked in for the night. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
A new challenger.
Warp status, another Machamp. I'm telling you, it's Machamp night. We already have 2 Machamps. I'm hoping we're going to be facing the 3rd one. Then we're going to be having a Machamp festival. Actually, that should be a title for this episode, Machamp Festival.
Remember, you're
4th wall break.
Round 1.
I'm breaking the 4th wall here.
This battle arena is huge.
The least good thing about this is I'm trying to get at least good practice against Machamps. Because I always have bad luck against one. Crap, where's my jump? I just fumbled that.
Your opponent uses a block, fly a ground attack. Use it up. Attack, attack, attack. Pick up power to play your synergy gauge. Synergy gauge up.
Just trying to focus a little bit for this, because this matchup I'm just trying to learn a little more on. Because this matchup always gets me off guard when I play ranked some of the times. Especially this Machamp that's using Togekiss. That's actually a good idea, since Machamp doesn't have the best speed in the world.
There's a huge amount of your opponent's.
And that knocks you out. I think if you charge Machamp's homing attack at the right angle, it should knock me out when I use the Aura Pulse.
With the same support?
Or Backlight, that's what I call it now. I just call it Backlight Aura Pulse, to be honest.
Give it a shot.
Because I don't really have any other name for it, and
Field.
calling it by its technical name... Well, I'm gonna have to find a good chiropractor for Lucario, because now he's gonna have one heck of a messed up back.
We've got the lead. Let's keep our block up now.
Ouch. This is what I meant, that matchups are not my best matchup. If I get stuck in the corner, I'm gonna lose all my health within one phase shift. Oh! He perfect me.
All right. Go give them what for. Here's the final round. The next round will decide the match.
Final round.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle.
Ow, rock.
Don't get careless. It's
Cross chop.
combat from here on.
But that was a good combo, actually. Sweep the leg. I just learned that. Apparently you can actually duck Machamp's counterattack, which is actually really helpful for me.
Call in for help. You're losing, eh?
Fun fact for everybody, if anybody uses Lucario and faces a Machamp, use a low stance against his counter, because it doesn't go
You can't.
to ground, and I think I'm dead from this. Yep, I am.
They're punching bag.
Well, I better go find that chiropractor. I'm sorry, even though no matter how many times
Should have given you better.
it's a game, but jeez, that has to hurt. That just makes me feel bad about my own spine. You know, my spine's perfect curvature.
Fun, even just watching.
I mean, literally.
Awesome.
It just reminds me one time I went roller skating. I slipped on basically the center of the rink and I fall flat on my back. That kind of reminds me every time Lucario gets submission. It reminds me of that roller skating incident that I slipped and fell flat on my back on a hard surface. I felt like I just broke something because I couldn't barely move for a few seconds. It was awful.
Searching.
Alright, let's just get to the next opponent.
A new challenger.
Blaster? What? I'm sorry, but I think I know this name. I played him a couple of times, but I have no idea who he is. I think it might be Samer, but I am not Samer Glop, but I'm not 100% sure at all. I mess up names more commonly. I mess up people names.
Your opponent is super fast.
I'm one of those people that always are terrible with names.
Synergy game.
Ah, crud. Always play outside the box, kids.
The start of the battle. You cool. Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Okay, that was an awesome read right there.
Practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down.
Crap, I forgot. My speed, I can't outspeed a Krogunk.
Your out of time is really ticking away. Your opponent
I'm fast, but I'm not fast enough to catch a frog.
looks like some talent here.
Not just an ordinary frog, a frog that throws garbage.
Power to fill your synergy gauge. Your synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance to use burst.
And I think this should kill. Nope, he barely hangs on.
Great.
Nope. Now he's down.
Come on, let's win this next one. All right, keep that up for the next battle.
To be honest, he's gonna keep falling for the Mimikyu idea, and he's jumping around a lot, so I'm just going for the big guns.
Round 2.
Even though I'm gonna be sacrificing my synergy, it's gonna be well worth it. Well spent. Aye. Good thing they didn't put toxic in this game, or like toxic status.
Power on the field.
If they did, then that would've been kinda weird. Like, you know, like losing HP at any given moment.
Hey, did you forget?
So I prefer just a defense debuff than that, any day.
Let's keep a block up now. Your synergy gauge is...
I just want to change that phase because I don't want him to use Venoshock. Please tell me he gave me good buffs. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Time is halfway up.
Come here. So I know you were going to try to steal that from me. Ah, too late, he did. Thief.
Your synergy attack is hard to dodge, so you're better off blocking.
Alright then. That helped me.
Even when they're in burst mode,
Nope.
with a strong attack, you can make it switch.
He barely hangs on again. I'm just gonna use my burst. Oh, crap.
Your burst is almost up. Don't forget to use your burst attack.
I just flew right into that. That was on me. That's like on me 110% because I decided to flew right in there.
Final round.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best.
Give me that. Okay, that's not good.
Half full.
Oh, good. I got those buffs.
You forget
I wanted those. Ah, never mind. He stole them from me again.
energy gauge.
That's enough of that. Steal my stuff again? You get hit by Mega Rayquaza. Because you gave those to me fair and square.
You're at about half HP. Be careful.
Jeez.
I don't think you can take any more. It's still too early to use your stuff.
I think this kills me.
You're gonna break your block at this rate.
Oh, no, that does. I cannot face a Krogunk at all. And I was doing so good, and then the very end.
lost, huh? Don't sweat it though. There's always next time. So, how about it? How are you feeling after that battle?
Searching.
Next. Okay, how are we doing here on time? Okay, we're 20 minutes in. That's good. I guess I can do 10 more minutes and then we're gonna wrap that up.
A new challenger.
And like I said earlier, in the near future, I am making a video on how to be able to use, how do I use my Lucario in a way, like a tutorial. I tried to do it this, like, earlier, but I was kind of getting frazzled and trying to figure out which topics to approach, so I'm just going to do is write down the topics I should discuss and then try again tomorrow. So this one's just going to count for the rank episode for randomized, and then the tutorial thing for how I use my Lucario is just going to be for like later on. That'll also count for basically the second rule of the randomizer. It said by option I can use labbing or practice if I have little to no experience of the character. But since I have somewhat experience with Lucario, I don't really need it. No, that's punishable. Cause I know that keeps going in the shield all the time, so that always happened to me. To be honest, I'd rather not get hit.
Blocks against the ground attack. You're at about half HP. Let's keep our block up now. Your opponent's energy gauge is increased.
Okay then, that's a free grab for me. Ah, that was on me. So I forgot about the rage and that. Jeez.
That is no problem if you're quick.
And I get knocked out from that.
Then don't get all heated up now. It's times like these you'll
Jeez.
want to stay level-headed.
Round 2.
I'm telling you off.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the synergy.
I'm gonna have to play this game. Oh, great. This is gonna hurt.
Power has appeared. Pick that up to fill up your attack is hard to dodge, so you're better off blocking.
Jeez.
You haven't forgotten about support, have you? If you're in trouble, call in some critical hits. Normal attacks are super effective
I
against
have to play outside the box. He's just playing.
energy burst anytime now.
There we go.
Go and get him! I hope you can break mine.
Dang.
Your opponent called in some support.
Dang it.
Grab an opponent. This is not normal attack.
No, you're not doing that in my face. I think I just got hit. Yep, I did.
Like that, huh?
Today's just a bad night again. At least I managed to recover some of the lost time I had. Or lost ground.
Defeat is just another step towards mastery.
I'm just now starting to play reckless again.
By-the-book battles are nice, but a fun match isn't bad either.
Well, to be honest, I am 2-2 right now. Right. Next match. I'm just gonna have to do more labbing against Aegislash because I know there's got to be some ways I could punish that, but it's still, that matchup's still new in my head. I'm still trying to figure out how to be able to cope with that, even though I know how to use him. Somewhat.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of.
Round 1.
In the field phase, you can use grab attacks to cause a field.
I think I might have to cut until the next fighter if this is gonna be like maybe a while.
Attacks like that.
Okay, never mind. We have our next fighter. There's a C2 to Decidueye.
Relax. Remember, you're in this to have fun.
Actually, one thing I should be starting to learn to do is like take the 10 minutes for that planning time to be able to recuperate instead of just going in guns blazing all the time.
Land certain.
Even though it's fun to do.
You'll cause a mistake. Use your synergy first. You've got more HP, but don't get careless.
Ow.
Let's keep our back up now.
That is punishable.
Now's your chance. Use first. Pick up power.
Always go outside the box. Don't go for everything repetitive.
All right. Go give them what for. All right. Keep that up for the next battle.
Round 2.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best.
Punishable.
Okay, brace yourself. Go, go, go!
Try not to good movement. At least this guy actually knows his Aegislash.
Deciding when to call your opponent's synergy unit.
Okay, that caught me really off guard.
You can call in some support. You're good to use synergy burst anytime now.
I did that just to help break his guard like this, like so. That's one thing I like about Mimikyu. I can get a free Force Palm and break your guard. And that finishes you off. So this is now I'm working with a new setup. This is known as a Lucario guaranteed shield block. Just use Mimikyu to go at your opponent when he's blocking and go for a fully charged Force Palm.
Congrats!
That brings their shield all the way down to red. If they continue trying to block when I do a Bone Rush downward swing, that is a guaranteed block break.
Hey, Weavile, what do you think?
Still trying to work on the kinks on that though. That's just actually still brand new tech that I'm working on the fly.
Challenger.
Actually, I learned that one was labbing. Why did I have to get stream sniped today? It's alright close to the end of the episode. Next thing I know, I get stream sniped. Flagger streams like every night, like every couple of nights if I had to guess. Late at night. So I'm gonna have to focus for a little bit, so I might have to play some music trying to keep my head from being frazzled. Even though I usually win these matchups.
When facing off against this opponent, I'd advise you to get in close.
Oh, at least that wasn't a critical hit. I'll take those any day. There we go. Gonna send him in the corner.
Your support gauge is full.
Get him, Mimikyu. Dang, he knew what I was gonna try to do.
Let's keep our
I was trying to go for that shield of his.
gauge is full. Now's your chance to use Earth.
Nope. That ends the round.
Worry.
I'm gonna feel bad because he's ranking down, so I'm gonna feel like the guilty person here. Now I know how two-death Lucario is when he ranks people down. What do I know? I rank down all the time now at this point when I play Aegislash.
Round 2.
Don't hate me on this.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best.
We're trying to learn from this. If you try to end up going for all out aggressive attacks, I'm just gonna be going for defensive and predicting you a lot. That's what I like about jumping around using JY.
Call in support.
It's not really...
Hey, did you forget? Call in support. There's nothing wrong with Pokken Tournament. Your synergy gauge is already full.
Let me cue again. My job is done. I got that synergy burst weakened, so now he's gonna be at neutral if he tries to use Jirachi. Or never mind.
Your opponent called in
I forgot, not a technical Lucario. I didn't put any much points in that. No, I used cheater points for a little bit, but it's rank.
critical.
And that wraps up Flagger. Don't hate me, Flagger. Don't hate me. I feel bad. Now I feel like the bad guy. I don't want to be the bully.
Great battle.
What do I know? He's an A4. He should be handling on his own. Not like an E1.
Awesome.
Now I'll feel definitely like a bully if I faced an E5.
One match isn't bad either.
What do I know? I feel like a bully in general for doing that. Oh, man. I hope he doesn't rank down because of me. Jeez. Alright, I guess we can just go for one more match. Because it's kind of getting late and I gotta wrap things up. But if Flagger, I'm just saying this, if you do manage to get to this video or find this video, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of some advice. To be honest, your Lucario is really great. It's just some of the cases you should not try to counter cancel towards me because that's the easiest way I can punish you for it. For me jumping around, it can really confuse the heck out of you. So a best idea I would use, try to keep a calm, collected head.
Just get all revved
And
up
try to
before
focus
battle.
on where I'm going to be and when I'm going to strike.
Has in store for you.
Round one.
And our last opponent is Breezy, and this is not really my best matchup because literally he's like literally outside the box for this.
You're gonna break your block at this rate.
Nope, get away from me. Actually, what do I know? I'm supposed to be near you. Dang it, I was trying to get my Bone Rush out so I can dodge that. Because I can dodge the Bone Rush for the downward swing.
You're losing HP.
Oh, give me those.
Early to use your synergy burst. All right, let's call in some support. You're gonna break your block at this rate.
Oh, dang it. This is a lot of damage to me. At least I don't have a unhealthy shield now. Trying to force me back. Ouch.
If you're in trouble, call in some help. Not much time left now.
I was thinking he was gonna Will-O-Wisp me.
Punching bag.
This is why I don't like Chandelures one bit.
I think they'll be using the same support the next
They do Will-O-Wisp after Will-O-Wisp. Or that. It's just the one thing I'm always thinking about that's the prime concern is always getting hexed.
Come on and give it your very best.
Friggin' laser. And that, I can't do jumping anymore because I'm just gonna get knocked back like that.
You're losing HP.
Jeez. How the heck am I getting close to him?
Nice times counter pickup.
I'm gonna try to outzone the zone. Never mind. I'm just getting knocked around like a freaking ragdoll. You know what? I'm gonna have to use my burst.
With burst activated, you can use super powerful burst attack.
Come on, I want you to use your burst to compensate. There we go.
Your burst.
Ah, great. Never mind. I'm down anyway. Never mind. This is why I'm not really good against Shandies either.
KO.
They went to town on you.
I I never fought one in a while. Those are really rare for me to come around.
Whew, that was rough. Guess this is what the higher ranks are like.
Man, I need to remember to turn Neo off.
Hey, keep up the good work.
Why does that sound really weird for some reason? I don't know. It might be my mind today. I guess we could just do one more. I don't want to end off on a bad note. Yeah, it could be worse. At least we're not ranking down. Can't be up too late. I have an exam tomorrow, or by the time this is coming up, my exam will actually be today. So I'm gonna have to make sure I am prepared for that.
Alright then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of.
Round 1.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best.
A new challenger.
Alright, our last challenger of the day. Drum roll, please. Who is it? The same decision why. I'll take it, to be honest. I still feel bad I got a little bit aggressive and antsy against Breezy, but like I said, I think I just have to do is go back into more training. Because I've just been training with another Lucario Ditto on training instead of just doing other characters that I need to work on. That might be a better idea instead of just using it.
Round 1.
Going into training mode with a Ditto. That's punishable.
Don't hold back the pressure, but avoid becoming repetitive too. Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Why you wanted to go for that? Go for grabs. My guard was up like crazy.
Keep up the pressure. Your synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance to use first.
Go.
Come on.
Alright.
Let's win this next one. All right.
Time to wrap this match up really fast. If you guys know about that video for the Lucario tutorial on how I use him, I'm going to show you something that's going to be quite experimental.
Out of the way.
The technique I'm going to be using is a little bit different
Grab attacks are super effective
than
against
I'm trying to use, than I'm used to.
like some power disappears.
Now,
Electric now with your
all or nothing.
You forget. You can call in some support.
This is what I call the all or nothing tech.
Keep it up and you're golden.
I saw it so many times when a Garchomp does it, so I decided to pick it up myself. The only problem is I have to learn not to be so defensive when using an all or nothing.
Keep that block up then.
Oh crap. Jeez.
You're losing HP. Critical hit.
Like I said, that tech is still experimental, so I'm still trying to work on the kinks of being able to use it,
Full.
using it without being afraid of guarding, or basically without afraid of using a block, or using my attacks. That's what I'm trying to say. But that caused me to lose that entire lead.
Pokemon looks ready to rock. Final round.
I guess I still have the time and I can still get my burst again. I'm just gonna try it again. Alright. From the top.
You've already used your burst. Now it's time to keep pounding at him.
Ouch.
First attack. Hey, did you forget? You can call in some support.
There we go. That's the initial intention, is trying to get a very sharp lead against my opponent if they don't have burst or wrap up the match.
Dual phase.
And that's the end of you. Alright. That kind of ends it and wraps it up there.
Nice battle. Hope to see more of this.
So for overall, our progress, we didn't actually lose much or gain much progress whatsoever. Which is great, to be honest.
Looks like my
That means I don't have to regain or continue the track, but like I said, off-screen, I'm going to still do some off-screen grinding. Even though it doesn't really state in the rules. It does say if in the rules that I can use my main or at any given moment off-screen to actually grind to gain more ground or lose ground. But I'm going to actually adjust that to make sure it does remain fair on that, so I don't end up doing anything stupid. So that actually concludes on Lucario session for basically on the randomized S rank. So today, next week, we're going to be picking out a new character to learn. I guess what we're going to be doing now is before we end this, we're going to actually put the characters up on screen. Well, basically how it works when I put this on Twitter is I go to training, and I press the random button twice.
which Pokemon
Alright,
are you battling with?
let's see today what we're going to be getting. The random wheel goes. We don't know where it's going to stop or where it's going to go.
Hold your battle.
Screw it, we'll go on random stage 2 to get better luck. See something good? Alrighty. There's your next pull. Today, it's either we're going to be using, next week we might be using Machamp or Shadow Mewtwo. Both I have somewhat experience on, so we're going to be having a lot of fun being able to lab a lot on these two characters, or one of them. Like I said, the poll's going to come back up again on which character is going to be used. So like I said, you saw this from the video, it's going to be on Twitter as well. I'm also going to post the poll soon after when it comes up. So if anybody wants to see who's going to win. Like I said, the next poll is Machamp versus Shadow Mewtwo. Without that, my name is Corza7, and I will catch you guys next time. Oh, and P.S. Be on the lookout for the other video on the Lucario lab stuff. I was behind on that, and I couldn't figure out some topics to focus on. So, without that, P.S., without that personal information, I'll see you guys next time.